Hey everyone, welcome back. Gonna do a little quick video here just to kind of update you guys. I don't know if anybody's been following or wondering what's been going on with these two jets of mine. I was gonna hold off on these, but it looks like I'm not going to the same place I thought I was. I'm supposed to be going to New York, in March, and then deploying about 2 or 3 weeks later, but Army decided to send me someplace else, so instead I'm going to Kentucky. Good thing, Kentucky Jets is just right down the road. So I think I might start working on these a little bit. Probably won't have them ready for Kentucky Jets because I just don't have turbines to put in them yet, but I'll probably get them up to the point where they're just waiting on turbines. So not a big rush on them. Just thought I'd show you guys a couple things. This F-15 is actually new. The other one was DHL, wasn't too gentle with, and had to be replaced. So they built me a new one. And you may notice a few things. No yellow writing on that stuff. I intentionally wanted that like that. The gray dots instead of the red, I wanted that as well. So that's not a goof on their part. That's exactly what I wanted. But anyways, as far as paint job goes, I just kind of wanted to highlight this. I guess being in their new factory, or whoever's painting is doing a good job, because that's probably the best paint job I've seen on a jet yet. And I know it's not all scale detailed and weathered and all that stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is just a good even coat, even paint. No, I don't know what you would call it really, just some oversprayed look, really good, solid, clean paint job. And it's probably the best one I've seen that they've done. So I'm real happy with that. And the F-14, almost the same thing. This one was better than the F-14. F-14 had one little area, but nothing major. So that's why I said this. I'd give this like a 9.5, a 9. F-16 I have maybe a 8. That kind of deal. But this is the first time I would definitely say that that's probably better than what I could do. So I'm happy with that. So their new facilities paying off. They're doing some really good paint job. So you get some of these guys that like to weather stuff, throw some weathering on there, and you have a top-notch paint job. I have yet to see anything as good as this, and that's just my opinion, because I've seen a lot of their models, and I can definitely say they're where they need to be, and then some. So that's a plus. The other thing I've always kind of thought that they needed to work on was, 1, cockpits, and 2, ordnance. Ordnance is usually heavy, seam lines, cracks occasionally, but I got my F-14 stuff in, and a lot lighter. I've got some missiles from the F-14 and those over here for the F-15, which were the older ones. These are much lighter, good detail. Fins are all straight, nice and light. No seam lines. These pylons that actually have, it's hard to see, but they actually contour. They fit nice and snug, look really good on the jet. It's got 2 front, 2 aft, or you could put the lantern pod on there. Still pretty light. And then you've got the sidewinder, and let's see, how's it go? Here we go, like this. You put it on there, put your sidewinder and aim 7, or what you want to call it, Sparrow, I don't know. Not too heavy, nice and sturdy, clean, no seams. So I'll be putting all this on mine and flying it with it. I just don't go for the whole just for looks thing. If it's not on there, if I'm not going to put it on there, I don't want it. So if I get it I'm going to put it on there. Same for the F-15. Got a bunch of ordnance. I probably won't put all on there, but I'm at least going to put the wing tanks, the sidewinders, and probably the, I guess those are JDAMs. I don't know what those are. Let's see, other thing, cockpit. Okay, this is for the F-15. Ooh, look at me dropping it. But it's hard to see, it's kind of dark in here, but I mean, that's a nice seat. It's probably the best one I've seen that they do. Cockpit, I might have to make a heads-up display, but cockpit looks pretty good, nice and detailed. Put a, flight yoke or a stick in there, maybe a throttle. Be pretty good. That's the front seat. Back seat, a lot better than my F-16 one. So, thumbs up for that. So, if they continue working on these things and getting all of their kits with these kind of cockpits, I would say that's pretty good. It's pretty, just as good as any other ones I've seen, from the other manufacturers. So I'm happy with that. Oh, and I hadn't seen anybody really talk about this, but this is one of their light kits, and has a nice little control box here. Get some focus going on here. There we go. This is a little box, not too heavy. I like it. It's nice and sturdy, clean, simple. All your wires plugged in here on the side. 11.1 volt battery that you can hook up to this. Alright. There's your battery lead, or your receiver lead, battery. This is all your lights. And you kind of see here. So you could just drill a little hole, pop that in there, and the actual different colors. There's a red, white, I'm sure there's a green in there somewhere. Comes like that, long leads, just cut. They also provide servo ends to put on your individual wires. That's a plus. This is for the F-15. So once I see how this thing works, but I mean, for what I've seen, their lights seem to be pretty bright, so they'll probably look pretty good. But that is about it. Really like that F-14, those bottom tanks and those rails. Really like that, so I'm definitely going to put them on. They're not very heavy, so they're not going to add much weight. And there's really nothing on the wing, so it's all on the fuselage, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, that's about it. The wings come with the servo boxes installed, just like they're doing with other kits now. Nice and clean. And that's about it. So, looks like I'll be at Kentucky Jets this year. I wasn't expecting to be there because I thought I'd be out of the country, but things change, so it'd be nice to have at least one of these going for Kentucky Jets. But like I said, I have to scrounge up a couple turbines. I'm thinking about this one will definitely, based on the measuring of the rails for the turbine, a 180, King Tech 180, perfect for this. I'd love to run the same turbines in both, so if I needed to switch them around I could, but this one be a real tight fit. This one would almost, like a 140 would work, would be 140 size, but they're pretty close, so I may just do a 180 on both and just trim the rails a little bit, because this one's going to have ordnance on there, this one will have all the stuff on there, so I'd rather have more power than I need than not enough. So anyway, just a quick video, let you guys know what's going on. I'm in the process of getting ready to move, so until I get settled in up in Kentucky. You know, I don't know how much I'll get done, which is why I don't know if I can get, you know, either one of these going for Kentucky Jets. But who knows? I may get a wild hair and get motivated, and you know, it's one of those times when it'd be nice to know somebody, have a friend that has some extra turbines. But if not, I'll just fly the F-16. Kentucky Jets. It'd be cool to kind of see what kind of jet flying they have around, you know, Clarksville, Fort Campbell area. So if you know anybody around that area, or you live around that area, hit me up. I'll be around up there around 1st of March or 1st of May. But that's about it. If you guys got any questions, just, you know, send me a PM, all that stuff. Oh, real quick, just kind of open this up, let you guys see. Nice, clean, lots of room. I like room. Put stuff here, you know. So, should be a fun build. Nice and clean. Landing gear, which would be converted to electric, just like my F-16. Probably down and locked. If not down and locked, I'll go get some of those LATO drives and just convert them to LATO. So, alright, take it easy.